Hi, welcome to the Creative Treehouse. My name is Robin Broom, and I am so glad that you've joined me in the treehouse for our live tonight. And let me get my project up and everything. I hope you guys have had a good day. Don't forget to hop on and let me know where you're watching from. And when you comment, you get a chance to be entered into the drawing to get the card that we make tonight together. So I'm going to change to, well, actually, I'll do this. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to transition over. Let's see, it was an interesting day for me. I was the person on, yay, I see somebody from Tennessee that I know. Cool, from Massachusetts, and I see some hearts going up. All right, did we do, wait a minute, have we done Massachusetts, Donna? If we have, I don't think I've colored it. Did you tell me a color? Oh, yep, let me transition so we can see that map. Max is sending all kinds of little emojis through. Yes. Thank you for those. All right. Donna, have you told me a color? You may have. Oh, in Indiana. Oh, fantastic. Do I have an Indiana? I don't have an Indiana. Oh, this is fantastic, guys. Welcome, Anna and Donna. And guys, let me know what color you would like for me to color in your state. So I'm using Stampin' Blends to color those in. So just let me know which color. You can just let me know in the comments. And that's exciting. All right, Donna wants yellow. Donna, have you told me that before? If so, I'm terribly sorry. All right, Donna wants Massachusetts to be yellow. Okay, Massachusetts yellow. All right, got it. Oh, cool. All right. Anna says pink. That's great. We don't have a whole lot of pink. We've got a lot of several purples, but we don't have very many pinks. So perfect. Thank you, Anna. Yay! This is fun. Look how many more states we're getting. This is fantastic. And if you know somebody that lives in one of the states that's not colored, share this video with them. Okay, it's your first time. Okay, good. I was so afraid that I had missed one. Good. Thanks, Donna and Anna and Max. So, yes. Yay. Okay. So, I'm going to move the map out of the way. Let me get situated. I'll show you something that I'm working on, and then we'll get to our card. I'm coloring. I love to color. This is old designer series paper. They came out with another one that's very similar to this, and I was using blends. This is actually going to go in the front pocket or whatever of a notebook that's going to be holding some of the PDFs that I've made for some cards. So anyway, I used Lost Lagoon is the background color, and some pretty peacock, and anyway, so, but you can see it in progress right here. So, and let's see. So tonight we are going to be doing, oh wait, let me back up. Hang on. I forgot about the cards from last week. These are the cards from last week. And let me be sure I got it right. Okay. Patricia, and she is from Montana. She won. And so Patricia, if you watch on the replay or whatever, let me know which of these two. This is the fun fold that we made that opens like that. And so you can choose the lighter or the darker. So either one is yours, and let me know. You can give me your snail mail address, and you'll do that if you send it to mycreativetreehouse@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, all right, and there's that one. And then the week before, we didn't, I haven't put the sentiment on this one, but this one we finished, and it's got the belly band, and it opens like that, which is kind of fun. So, and this one is going to Karen from Oregon, and she can pick between the two cards. And again, just let me know your snail mail address. All right, so that is that. Yay, I think I'm caught up. All right, now we can do this. We've got the textured notes and the painted stripes. This is my first time to use the painted stripes. It's a background stamp, and it's kind of cool. I tried, let's see, I was gonna go, just because I love blues and greens, I was going that way, and this was Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, and Balmy Blue. But I thought it was very interesting. Let me get this and I'll see if I can show you. I don't know if the camera shows, but yeah, it does. I don't think it matches. I think it, and I saw somebody's card on Pinterest, and I thought those are just weird combinations. But for some reason, I don't think it matches. It was Pretty Peacock ink, but it looks greener and less blue than the cardstock. Anyway, the same is true of this. Oh, I've got one here. Yeah, we can try it. I'll show you. That that one looks a little bit closer. But anyway, I thought that was very, very interesting. And this was Balmy Blue. But, so I ended up going totally different colors. And I need you guys to help. So here are the color choices for tonight. Let me get these out of the way. All right, so completely different. I've got the Petunia Pop. Is that right? Petunia Pop. A basic gray and the Pretty in Pink. So what do you think? Which way would you like to go with it? And I'll show you. I'll throw out a few more things and just let me know which color, and we will go that direction. So I've got whole bunch of different things ready to go depending on which way you decide. Y'all can't see. All right, that's better. Okay, so we've got Oklahoma. Hey Sandra, welcome. Do I have an Oklahoma? I think I do. Let me grab my map back out. Do I have Oklahoma? I'm pretty sure I do. I do. Sandra, are you the one that picked the one for Oklahoma? All right, Donna says basic gray. And welcome, Sandra from Oklahoma. All right, one vote for the basic gray. So we've got the Petunia Pop basic gray or the Pretty in Pink. I'm having a hard time remembering my colors. All right, basic gray. One vote for basic gray. Keep on going. Who else? Y'all jump in there and let me know. Thank you, Donna, for that. All right, what do you think? Anna, or Sandra. I'll even let Max jump in and pick a color too. So which one should we go with? It's interesting to see. This one looks a lot more peachy in at least on my screen. So I am delighted that I am not running in from pickleball tonight. This is so much better. It's not usually on Thursday nights, but the last 2 weeks it has been for various reasons. So, whew, this is good. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, well, Donna, we're going to go with basic gray unless somebody else pops in real quick. So, going once, going twice. All right, we are going basic gray. Okay. All right, and so what I did was I stamped, I'll show you. I went ahead and stamped this purple. Okay, Max says purple. I assume you meant this one. So, and I may do that one also. I like that one. Okay, so anyway, so that is what it looked like. And I did it not at 5. I did 5 and an 8. Is that what it was? And let me double check. Anyway, I'll double check my measurements because I wanted it to have a little bit more of a border. And normally it's 4. I do 4, but this is 3 and 7/8, and I was right, 5 and 1/8. So that is that. Okay, I'm gonna kind of lay it all together. Let me pull, you know what, we could even put in some of the pinks if you wanted to. Pinkish purples. All right, so, and these are components from the textured notes. There are not dies with this. So I fussy cut these guys out, but then I used the punch, the leaf punch that is going away. This set is in the online exclusives, and I think the painted stripes are as well. Okay, but part of this bundle are the dies that don't cut any of those out, but they're the frames, and they are super, super awesome. They've got, do you see the different textures and stuff? Oh, really, it's a big set. But anyway, these are the two that we're going to use. So we're going to go with this one and then a white. And I had a chance to kind of play a little bit. So I thought I would do that. So I used the stamp, and I stamped once and then I stamped off. And this is kind of what I'm thinking, and you guys can help me change it up if need be. But I thought we could put this here and this, tuck it in here somewhere. And then I was trying to figure out whether we needed to put that there, or I'm thinking that it might look good if we glued it on and then trimmed it so that it would, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So that it's not this whole big circular thing. So you guys tell me what you think. You think we should put that on there and trim it, or let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But we could also put it on there just completely regular as well. So what do you think? It is. It's a great stamp set. And it would be fun to also do the word just escaped me. When the color varies and it gets darker as you go down. Yes, whatever that is. Yeah, I think, okay, good. Cool. Thank you, Donna. I think that's what it needs. So and then we can decide if something needs to be up on dimensionals or whatever. So I'm going to kind of glue this on. And I'm going to grab my glue. And, oh yeah, I did two different ones. This was gray granite, and then I did basic gray. So, and I just thought that looked a little bit too green. That was another color that I tried. I have no idea why that stamp kind of makes it do that. But yeah, background stamps are really cool. And there are lots and lots of things you could do with it. And you could even, it would take a little while, but you could even make individual colors on there. If you used your Stampin' Right markers, you could do that. Okay, let's see. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna stick all this on. It's a great stamp set. Okay, but I think I can't put that one on because I need to trim that. All right, the next question is going to be if we need any of this up on dimensionals before I trim it. Actually, I wonder if I probably need to trim it on the white piece, don't I? All right, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. See how I got that glued on there, because I think trimming would be easier without that part on there. Hang on. All right, let's see. So, make it a little wonky. All right. So I don't know if we trim it, if we need to have anything on dimensionals. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that the little, it almost looks like a coaster to me. Little baskety coaster needs to be up on dimensionals, or should I make everything be flat? I think it would look weird if all of it was on dimensionals, but you guys can let me know. Let me stick that up. I think for now I'm gonna put this guy down for sure. And I'll see what people think. I was going to do a class with this, and every time we tried to do the class, it was sold out and on back order. And anyway, so it never came to fruition. All right, so what if I did that? And yep, I can't decide on the dimensionals. I'm going to go without, I think. Unless somebody says something really quick. All right, here we go. Put that up. All right, and now let's see. I'm gonna say, all right, let's put some, I'm just gonna put some glue here. And like so. And then I'll get my snips and we will trim it. And I think that'll look good. No dimensionals. Thank you, Anna. Yay. Okay. I think I agree. Thank you, thank you. Really, it's fun to hear different people's opinions and the color choices and all that stuff. I love that. Okay. Yeah, cool. All right. What do you think? I think that was a good idea. Probably could have even moved it over even more. I'm not gonna pull it up though again this time. We're gonna go with it like this. All right, let me get this back down. Quick save on the glue there. Yeah, I posted something on one of my Facebook pages about speaking of glue, different things that get glued that are not supposed to, and I posted a picture of one of my miniature schnauzers that had she was always into everything, and she got it's a little clear like rhinestone thingy, and being a miniature schnauzer she has a beard, and it must have gotten onto the floor. It was during a class, and it was right here. You could go on Facebook and look at it. And I kept thinking, she's got this weird water droplet right here, but it was a rhinestone. It was hilarious. But anyway, I could put that on dimensionals. That might be the only thing it would need to be. But I think we're just gonna go flat all the way. Okay. And then one thing I did not do that I did with all the others, and that's okay because I don't think I've got it in here. Other ones, but anyway, so in the inside, I even worked on the inside. So what do you think about this? And all I did for the inside was just one plain piece, and I stamped off for that guy. All right, so let me stick that on there, and then I'll show you what I was going to do with the sentiment that I did with the other two, but I didn't do it with this one. Yeah, the monochromatic is cool. All right. Yeah. And how about a few embellishments? That always helps as well. And I'll let you guys pick the color. So these are, I think they're new. I can't remember. Neutral matte dots is what it is, and it has a white and what looks like I guess a black or a very dark gray, an off-white, and almost like a pecan pie maybe. So those are the colors. So I am leaning towards one of these, definitely not that one. So we could do the white, the dark, or the off-white. So what do you think? Which of those should we do? And I'll get my take your pick tool while we're deciding on that. And then I'll show you what I was going to do with the sentiment, but I forgot to do it in the gray. I'll show it was like this and this. And probably, and aha, there it is. Okay. So that you see what I was going to do, and I'll do it in the gray before we give it away. You like the black as well? Okay. The black or the white, yeah, the black ones. Okay, cool. All right, we'll go with the black ones then. Looks like the black ones win. So anyway, just imagine that, and I would do the same thing for this one. I did the white embossing, and for the other color, I just did the white embossing wasn't going to show up. So that is one of the, it may be gray granite, I think, is what I had done for that card, for this one. So imagine that one, and you can tell me if you, yeah, I think I would do the embossing, the white embossing. So on the gray. All right, so we'll imagine that's here. In fact, I'll just set this one there and put the black guys up here. All right, we'll do one big one. Let's see, where should we put the big one? Let's put the big one. Let's put him here. And then we need two little ones. Okay, probably could put one on the end of the sentiment. I'm going to put one here and one more. All right, and that is the question. Where should we put the other one? Should I do it there? Wow. All the choices. Oh my goodness. I could put it, no, or even over there. I'm going to put it here. All right. And imagine that in the gray. The sentiment is what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. What do you think? And we could have even mixed it up. We could have even made some white ones in there too. So, but imagine that in the gray. And there is our card, ladies and gentlemen. One gentleman. So, yeah, let me hold it up. Well, we'll pretend. You guys are good at pretending, right? Okay. So there it is. And we're inside. All right, perfect. And since you guys are here and you've commented, you are in the running to get this card. And so you can check in next week and we will know. Thank you, Anna, who won the card. And as long as somebody, you can watch the replay. Thank you, Donna. Up until Tuesday, so you can get your friends, especially from other states that haven't checked in yet, and get your friends to hop in and comment by Tuesday, and they'll be in the drawing to get the card as well. That is if you want to share. You might not want to share. So, however, I will make up the others, and then you can pick, the winner can pick between the different colors. So I think that is it. In the description of this video, I have put my blog, and I am every Thursday. Yes, every Thursday at 8 o'clock. I am here. So 8 p.m. Eastern time. Perfect. Yes. And what else? And on the description of this, I have put a link to a free PDF if you want to sign up for my newsletter. My newsletter goes out every Tuesday, and it's just full of different inspiration, different things like today is free shipping, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow are free shipping, which I'm going to definitely get in on that. I haven't yet, but I will by tomorrow for sure. So about it, I talk about classes. There's a calendar that says what all is going on and things like that. So, but anyway, yep, that link to the free PDF is in the description. I think that is everything, and I look forward to coloring all of the your states in. Thanks, I'm so glad you were here. Yeah, yep, and I try to keep it within 30 minutes too, so I'm not taking up all of your evening. So, all right. Well, guys, I really appreciate you being here in the Treehouse, and hopefully I will see you next week as well. All right, take care. Bye-bye.